America's power grid is the Achilles heel of the U.S., and it seems that tendon is about to snap. According to a confidential industry analysis conducted by the North American Electric Reliability Corporation, physical attacks on the U.S. power grid rose 71% last year compared with 2021, and they're likely to increase this year. Their study claims that ballistic damage, intrusion, and vandalism largely drove the increase in clusters of attacks on infrastructure in the Southeast, Midwest, and the Pacific Northwest. These deliberate acts of violence to disrupt power supply appear to be carried out by members of various extremist groups, who all share the common goal of destabilizing the grid. Sometimes politically or ideologically motivated, the groups include environmental extremists, Antifa members, and the mainstream media's favorite to discuss, two of which were caught planning an attack on Baltimore's power grid. In December of 2022, several substations in Moore County, North Carolina were attacked with gunfire, putting 45,000 people in the dark without power. And a similar incident occurred in Randolph County on January 17th. Also in January of this year, 3 substation attacks in Pierce County, Washington State impacted thousands, and the culprits have yet to be caught or identified in any of these cases. The millions in damages has led the state Senate in North Carolina to create and present legislation titled Protect Critical Infrastructure, which would increase the severity of punishment for those who, quote, knowingly and willfully destroy, injure, or otherwise damage, or even attempt to damage an energy facility. However, if our power grids are still the weak point of the nation, what can we do to strengthen them? And what legislation can help in the event of an electromagnetic pulse attack from a domestic or foreign enemy? The policies from the Biden administration in the name of environmental, social, and corporate governance principles are certainly helping to weaken America's power grid. Jamie White reported, quote, one of America's largest grid operators is warning of future energy imbalances due to Biden-led green policies and their inability to meet the growing energy demand. So should Biden's administration be classified as an ideologically motivated extremist group who is attacking American infrastructure? Instead of shooting substations, they're closing down coal plants and making it impossible to provide for our booming population. With domestic pipelines shut down to sabotage our energy independence, oil refineries bursting into flames in Texas and Mexico, our food processing plants burning to the ground on a daily basis, poultry populations decimated by bird flu prevention procedures, train transportation derailed across the country almost simultaneously, the loss of reliable electricity to help preserve our food, pump water, and power the lives of millions of Americans would certainly be the last nail in the coffin for preserving our current way of life. The more we rely on electricity, the more of an Achilles heel it becomes. So pray for the best, but prepare for the worst. Consider purchasing storable food, storing water, and purchasing a gas-powered generator, because sooner or later, whether we like it or not, that tendon is gonna snap.
What's going on here exactly? We're not even going to guess. But we can tell you the chaos is not limited to our rail system. There have also been many recent attacks on our power grid. Very few of those attacks have been widely reported. Last year, there were more than 100 attacks of them in the United States, attacks on our power grid. In North Carolina this winter, for example, nearly 50,000 people lost their power in freezing temperatures when somebody shot up 2 energy substations. And so on. Why is it not a big story? Oh, it's not a story at all. And then, of course, at the same time, we've also seen a series of bizarre accidents befalling the food industry, threatening our food supply. That would include unexplained fires and plane crashes in processing plants to chicken feed that seems to stop egg production. Boy, next they'll be coming for the water. Oh, wait, they are. Less than a month into the Biden administration was also a highly sophisticated attack on the water supply outside Tampa.